Hi again, it's Craig with you on this Tuesday in the Sports Cabin. You know, this past week, and I didn't say anything about it right away, but I want to get into it. This past week, Chris Berman got reassigned after 31 years as a broadcaster on ESPN. He's still going to do some stuff, but at least they didn't kick him out without any kind of explanation. Some said his routine got old, and perhaps it did, but I think for at least two generations, maybe three, he was the go-to guy for the NFL highlight show. I like to think we beat he and others to the punch on Sports Sunday, but we were not a national show. We were local guys. We started some clever stuff that some outfits are just now trying, and we were doing it back in the early 80s. Anyway, I get a call from ESPN in 1979. Some guy on the East Coast says, would you consider moving to Connecticut to do sports? It's cable. It didn't have a track record, and quite frankly, I told him, hey, I did a couple of stories for you on the Indy 500, and you guys never paid me. He said, well, that'll all change. I gave it some thought. You'll be shocked to know that I said, no, thanks, but no thanks. The guy also explained I'd make less money, but I should take a chance. I told him I've already taken plenty of chances, and quite frankly, I'm out of chances. I need some money. History has taught us maybe I should have called that guy back, or at least said, okay, I'll give it a try. Chris Berman was one who said yes, he was one of the originals, and 10 years or so later, around 1990, he was the MC for the National Sportscasters Association's awards show in North Carolina. I had one for the state of Texas, and Berman and I had talked. We'd met before. I wasn't quite sure what he might say. He said when I got my award, Roberts does a really good job. You should watch him. Well, that was good enough for me. Years later, I saw him at Minute Maid. He was going to do a national Astros broadcast. He laughed when he saw me, and he said, I saw you last night. You got 3 minutes on the 10 o'clock news. It takes me that long to clear my throat. And I said, me too. P.S. I still haven't gotten paid for those stories I did in 1979. Is ESPN